I am continuing my reading, and what I am doing in this series is I am reading through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order according to events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a little bit as I go along. Right now, I am reading in the book of Job, and this is chapter 30. Job is derided by the children of vile and base men. In his afflicted state, Job cries to the Lord. He says that he wept for those in trouble. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes, and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And now am I their song, yea, I am their byword. They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. Because he hath loosed my cord, and afflicted me, they have also let loose the bridle before me. Upon my right hand rise the youth. They push away my feet, and they raise up against me the ways of their destruction. They mar my path. They set forward my calamity. They have no helper. They came upon me as a wide breaking in of waters. In the desolation they rolled themselves upon me. Terrors are turned upon me. They pursue my soul as the wind, and my welfare passeth away as a cloud. And now my soul is poured out upon me. The days of affliction have taken a hold upon me. My bones are pierced in me in the night season, and my sinews take no rest. By the great force of my disease is my garment changed. It bindeth me about as the collar of my coat. He hath cast me into the mire, and I am become like dust and ashes. I cry unto thee, and thou dost not hear me. I stand up, and thou regardest me not. Thou art become cruel to me. With thy strong hand thou opposest thyself against me. Thou lift me up to the wind. Thou causest me to ride upon it, and dissolvest my substance. For I know that thou wilt bring me to death, and to the house appointed for all living. Howbeit he will not stretch out his hand to the grave, though they cry in his destruction. Did not I weep for him that was in trouble? Was not my soul grieved for the poor? When I looked for good, then evil came unto me, and when I waited for light, there came darkness. My bowels boiled, and rested not. The days of affliction prevented me. I went mourning without the sun. I stood up, and I cried in the congregation. I am a brother of dragons, and a companion to owls. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat. My harp also is turned to mourning, and my organ into the voice of them that weep. Interesting stuff here. First, he's talking about, the base men, of the criminals, the criminals and the slothful that dwell in caves, and they just harass people. They used to respect Job, and now he has become. They are the ones that people look to and say they're the lowest of the earth, and now they say that Job is the lowest of the earth. That's basically what Job's saying there. And then he starts complaining about his thing. He's saying, why is God doing this to me? So, I used to mourn with those who were in trouble. I used to help those out that needed help. But why is God doing this to me? Why can't I get help? Why is God silent? Again, and he accuses, the accusation there is, again, he's accusing God of being unjust. Thou art become cruel to me. So he's making accusations against God. He doesn't understand what's going on, and in his misery, he's lashing out a little bit. He still has not left the faith. He has still not abandoned God, but he is accusing God of treating him unjustly. Now, one last thing I do like that. I'm a brother to dragons and a companion to owls. I like that. Now, it does have here an alternate Hebrew translation for the word owls is given as ostriches. So that's an interesting little tidbit there. These are kind of scavenger birds. These are, and I'm assuming dragons would be the same thing. They're the ones that they are kind of the outcast. They live outside the society. They live, so they're the scavenger types. But it's interesting. Now, some people want to talk about dragons as being like crocodiles. I think it's more likely that they were a form of dinosaur. But that's just me. So I will see you in the next. We will finish out Job's last monologue in the next chapter. So we'll see you then.